Oops. Good morning, everybody. So this is Jake Cherry with San Diego's Best Windows, and today I'm at my property where I did the table, and then also I did the balcony up there. I fixed the fountain. I did the fountain filter. I painted the stairs. I painted the doors. Cleaned the gutters. Fixed the roof. Did the inside closet. Now we're doing concrete expansion joints. So, first off, let me show you a bad concrete expansion joint, and I'll explain to you why these need to be done. This is a concrete expansion joint. See this one? My finger can go in up to the first knuckle. Not good. So the reason that you put the product I'm going to show you, which is Sika self-leveling sealant, is because you... Oh, there's a frog around here somewhere. Oh gosh, I've been trying to get those guys too. That's part of the job. But anyways, so when these concrete expansion joints go bad, okay, so first of all, what they're for, a lot of the times you see, okay, layman's term is, it's that rubber stuff around the pool. And then, so you've got the pool, it comes up, and then you've got the sandstone or flagstone or whatever you have around your pool border. And then you'll have, maybe this stuff or maybe some just concrete. And the reason that you put this stuff in here, it's a rubberized self-leveling sealant. So you squirt it in here and it just levels itself down. Obviously right here where it can go up to my knuckle, I'm going to put some foam in here. I got a ton of foam. I'm going to put some foam in here with some plastic. And then what you do is you put barriers up like this piece of wood. You want to put a barrier up right here. So that way when you squirt it in, it doesn't, it's an even, it's even with the sidewalk and it's not spilling out onto the thing. So that's a perfect border right there I just found. Usually you can find a piece of wood or something close to it, but that's perfect right there. And then I'll take some dirt and push it onto there so that way it can't get through. So that'll be a perfect border. And then I'll take another piece of wood or something and I'll put it over here. Sometimes you don't have to do this, sometimes you do. That's a bad one. Here's another bad one. That's just totally missing right there. A lot of the times, most of the times you find them up against the house. And what they're for is, so when this rubberized stuff is in here, opposed to the stuff they used to use, and foam, if the concrete, basically, go figure, concrete expansion joint. So when concrete expands or contracts, or wait, is that the same thing? I don't know. But when, and then little leaves and stuff like that get in here. So I shut this one. You got to get these leaves out and stuff early, because if you don't and it hardens up, they'll stay in there and they'll look like crap. And you really, really got to be careful when you're squirting this stuff in, because you do not want to get this on the sidewalk. So instantly, I will take this and, whoops, I'll check into the bush or something, or I'll just, put it on my thing. The whole back of my phone is filled with it. So we squirt this stuff in here, and so then what it does is it levels down and it's rubber. It turns into like a rubberized thing. So what happens is when the concrete expands, and see, there's my barrier right there. Whoops, let me get down. See, I put that little wooden barrier right there. And see, I keep dipping my my hat string in. I just put it back. See, I went through my barrier right there, so I got it. Ah, shoot. Well, anyway, you get the point. Here's another one I did going around here. Here's a couple that I started over here, but I want to fill this one in with some sand. I actually ran out right here. And I want to fill this one in with some dirt or sand or foam, whatever you feel like doing, what's going to fill it in. And I'm going to show you an example on this one. Let's see how many minutes we're at. 4:59, so we're good for Facebook. See, here's another one. There's two more. Like, here's another one that's pretty bad. And then I shot these two down here this morning. There's one that goes along there, and there's one that goes along there. See, this is what happens as you get cracks like this. Your concrete will start cracking if you don't have this in here. So when this stair starts moving this way, with the concrete expansion joint, the Sika self-leveling sealant, what it does is it stops it from, it can expand and contract and stuff, but what it does is it stops it from, I really screwed up here. I stepped all over it. Oh man, I was so mad. I cleaned it all up, the mess. And then my shoes were over here. Luckily I carry a few pairs of shoes around with me just in case something happens at work. Okay, but here's your deal. I need to find this in bulk because this stuff's like 17 bucks a thing. This is the 29 ounce. So it's the bigger caulking gun. And my caulking gun's over here. I just finished doing this one out. But it's Sika self-leveling sealant. It comes in a gray and it comes in a sandstone. And self-leveling sealant. It's like 17 bucks. I definitely recommend, what did that say? 24-hour Bonsa concrete, 24-hour green, 1 hour wet. 24-hour green, I don't get it. 1 hour wet, I still don't get it. Okay, so see right here, I've got my thing set just right there so it doesn't spill if it does spill. If it's windy, you can't do that because it's not windy back here right now, it's just hotter than hell. See that little spot right there? So I'm going to put just a little bit right there. So it fills in that little gap. See that little bubble right there? There's another bubble. I'm going to fill that in. There's another bubble. Just let it down the line there. Now here's one where it really sank in, so I should have put some sand in here because this stuff is expensive. I need to find how to get this stuff in bulk. I'll shoot that in there. Now it's just gonna level itself down. And then over here, oops, squirt a little bit right there, and then over here, get a nice hefty portion. That'll seal down by itself. So you want to set this like this. Release the pressure in your gun. Grab that, wipe it on your shirt, and you're ready to go again. That was my customer saying they could hear me. So here we go. We're gonna get some Action Jackson here. Let's see if we can. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill in this thing here. Okay. Okay, there you go. So here you go. Clear out all this stuff. Squirting here. Oh, my phone just dropped. I can hear it. Ah, shit. Let's put it right here. You hear the frogs? So let's go ahead and move this tank over here so it stops getting these little things all over the place. I'm going to squirt this in here real gently. And when you start squirting, don't stop squirting. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. A lot of the times these are up against the house. There's a spot over here where I can see where it's up against the house. I'll show you in a second. I'm running out of time here to be able to upload this video to Facebook. So I'm going to cut this part short, but you get the idea. I'm going to go all the way around with this and probably use about 3/4 or half of this tube doing it. Like I said, if you get a stop in the middle, release your thing there and hang it right over where you're shooting at. Okay, we're at 10 minutes. See, they're always up against the house like this, and they'll crack in your foundation and stuff, and they'll make cracks right here. And see, I shot that in there. It's still not leveled out yet, but it will level out and it'll look like that one over there. So that's your lesson on concrete expansion joints, and Jake's out.